Hey, hello there. What's going on? How you doing? I hope this message finds you in good high spirits. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's your girl Pisces Priesties coming back to you with a live local channel collective love message. Live and local. Channel collective love message. We're finna see what somebody gotta say. So this could be somebody that you're in separation with, somebody you haven't talked to. Somebody's coming in with a message for you. Okay? This message could be past, future, or present. Always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it's not your size, please don't try and make it fit. So the channel song I was getting, guys, when it comes to this person that you're with, separated from, coming into union with, etc. It could also be somebody that you haven't dated, don't really know like that, that's watching you, that has an interest in you. So the song I was getting is by John Legend. This time, it's like, this time I want it all. This time I'll make the call. Showing you all the cards. Giving you my heart. So, it's like somebody's wanting to open their heart, give love, give and receive love in a way that they possibly haven't before. It could be an age difference. It could be a difference when it comes to maturity. Maybe somebody was more non-committal, etc. But it's like somebody's making the call. Somebody's making that judgment call, making the decision to decide to give their heart. I'm getting the gospel song, Yolanda Adams. I give my heart. I give my heart. That's all that's relevant when it comes to their song. So it's like somebody's wanting to open up their heart. I opened up my heart. I open up my heart. Joy. Somebody sees joy, peace, happiness with you. You know, somebody sees a pretty balanced, stable ground with you. Even if you don't have a lot, this person doesn't have a lot. It's not even about that. It's about a feeling that supersedes that. I'm getting 37. Somebody could be 37. 37 could be significant in some way. But it's like somebody sees happiness with you. Somebody sees fulfillment with you. Some type of unconditional love. Some type of joy. Some type of feeling. I may sing a lot of songs. A lot of songs may come up during this message. I'm getting music, songs, relevant. Maybe even telepathic messages through songs. Somebody's trying to communicate with you. The dog. We have the dog spirit here. Loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. I open up my heart. Somebody could have a dog. Somebody could have pets. 19. Number 19 is going to be significant for someone. It's like somebody wants to be loyal. Somebody wants to be committal. This could be somebody who was non-committal that wants to be committal. They want to show and give you unconditional love. We got the Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, responsibility. Number 8 is significant. Somebody could view you in this energy like you are well put. You come across as having it together. Whether you have a lot of material means or not, it's your energy, it's the way that you present, that it makes a strong, profound impact on somebody. So they see you as like standing in your truth, standing in your power, being bold and also beautiful, right? Somebody sees you as somebody who stands your ground, right? Somebody who doesn't play. You could speak a lot of truths. You could tell a lot of truths. You could be a storyteller. You could have a story to tell. There's something about you have a story behind you. Somebody views you as very responsible, very noble. They like the way that you respect yourself. Like you may not show it all. You may not give it all. You could be kind of modest. Somebody could have the spirit animal of a dog. You could be seeing a lot of stray dogs. This could be this person coming to you in spirit and energy. Like somebody's energy is around you because somebody is thinking of all of the joy, all of the contentment that they could have with you. And then we have, last but not least, the cat spirit. You could also have a spirit animal of the cat. Number 18 is here. Could be significant. We got independence, healthy boundaries. Yeah, that's your energy. You could be like a cat lady. You could be like somebody into divinity, into spirituality like myself. You could have a lot of spirit animals, or you could also have personal animals, dogs as well as cats, and or however that resonates for you. You could have a lot of spirit animals that are stray dogs, stray cats, but they're familiars because they come to you and they look like the same one that you've seen, maybe even over years. Actually, there's a spirit animal that I have. There are plenty of spirit animals that I have as the Pisces priestess, right? Pretty tapped into the other side, pretty tapped into spirituality. But needless to say, there's a spirit animal that I have that's a certain cat. I have several cats that are my spirit animals and familiars that I'll see over time, that I've seen throughout the years. So that's how you can correlate a certain animal, a certain bird, insect, etc. to being your spirit animal. Is that it'll surface over even over years. But I'll try to make this quick because it's kind of off topic, but it's a personal story for me. Like when I dated my ex, which is very narcissistic, very toxic, very abusive, etc. He took me through a lot of traumatic experiences, etc. When I started to date him back in like 14, a certain spirit animal, the cat, disappeared, right? Because it's funny that the cat card failed and I'm trying to get it now without getting on camera. I'm not gonna worry about it. We already saw it. It's something about it coming and going over time. So these spirit animals, you may go years without seeing them. Needless to say, when I dated my ex, when I first started to date him in 2014, a cat appeared. It was a gold cat, and it would make like loud purring noises, whatever you want to call it. And it started to show up at my doorstep, right? I mean, this is like maybe a month or two into me talking to this guy. It would purr. I lived upstairs in apartments at the time. And I mean, it would come upstairs to my home in particular. Strangest thing is like in 2014, my family came from Carolina. I think it was 2014, yeah. They came from Carolina and we had a reunion here. North Carolina, my family. Sorry, my mom's from North Carolina. So we had a reunion here in Dallas, and me and my cousin Jessica from Carolina, we went to a club. Like I was living in one city, but went way across town to another club because she wanted to go to like a reggae Jamaican club, and I took her to Heroes. And we went, we had a good time, but the strangest thing happened. That cat that had been appearing at my home, like over 30 miles away from where we went, appeared at the 7-Eleven we stopped at before going to the club down the street. And it was making those noises. And I was telling her, and I was like, I was just like, but that's how a spirit animal will show up in your life. That spirit animal had been giving me messages. Even throughout the ride, like when me and my cousin were going to the club, I was talking about like the negative things about this ex that I didn't like. I already seen like in the beginning. So somebody's being led to trust their spirit. When it comes to this masculine, he's trusting his spirit. He's trusting what he knows. He's trusting what he sees. He's getting signs. He's feeling like passed over. Grandparents, parents are giving him messages that are leading him directly to you. He's getting some type of clear signal, and it can't be ignored. That's why somebody knows that they have to relinquish their heart. They know that they have to give you love because it's meant to be. It's something about that as well, like a spiritual divine connection. Okay, but yeah, the cat was there way across town and it made loud purring noises even then. I think it was giving me warning signals because fast forward all the way to the end of our relationship, which was drug out. I was in it too long. It was very toxic, etc. I was in it for a couple of years, about 5 years. So in 2019, when we ended, and spirit is something too, because spirit will show you just how much protection you have over somebody, the people that you are close to, the people that you keep around you. When those people, a God in spirit is telling you to let them go, relinquish. When you get those clear direct signs, you got to let go. In this case, somebody's getting those clear direct signs and they know that they have to let go. They're getting those clear direct signs and they know they have to give you their heart, right? They know that they have to. I open up my, like, that's funny. You making somebody give you their heart. Like, damn. Okay. But at any rate, in 2019, when we ended, we went our separate ways. You know, he had actually put his hands on me for the last time. And I told him, hey, we're not doing this anymore. I can't. I will not. Okay. So when I put my foot down and took my hand off of him, stopped communicating with him, etc. Not more than 3 or 4 months later, he was in the penitentiary. That man was in the penitentiary for about a year thereafter, because it's something about somebody having a high level of protection, something about somebody having a high connection to the spirit realm, and somebody can see and they get a lot of messages, a lot of signs. This could be you and or this masculine. You guys could be resembling, mirroring that same energy, that same effect. So after he got out of the pen, like 2020, he contacted me, guys. I almost told all of that without giving like the main meat, as far as this cat, this spirit animal that appeared in 2014 when I met him, making the loud purring noises. So 2020, he contacted me when he got out, etc. He found a way to, through social media, get in contact with me when we got on the phone, etc. But it was toxic, and I had to stop it then, because I was like, oh, he hasn't changed. That's who that narcissist is. Something about a leopard not changing his spots. Somebody could be realizing somebody that they thought would change is not changing. Like, it's a never-ending story. It's like an emotional roller coaster. Emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Loving you was never good for me. That song, Emotional Roller Coaster, is significant too. Somebody's been like in emotional roller coasters, etc. Maybe that kept somebody away from like relinquishing their heart and wanting to be in love. Maybe somebody got hurt. It's gonna go a couple of ways, right? This is a collective message, it's not a personal message. But back to the story. In 2020, when we got on the phone and communicated, baby, when I tell you, maybe a couple of days later, guess what I hear outside? I thought it was a downstairs neighbor with a crying baby. With the baby crying unstoppable, right? Because it was like, it sounded like a whine and crying. So it took me about 10 to 15 minutes to look outside and see that it was an animal making that, and not one of my neighbors in the apartment complex. Another apartment complex, and fast forward in 2020, different apartments. Different side of the city, different side of the town. I wasn't where I was at in 2014 when I met him, encountering that gold spirit animal cat. I moved across town over 30 miles away again. And here we go. It's the loud spirit animal calling, warning, saying don't do it, don't do it. Somebody may be that intertwined with divine to where they can get those type of messages, signs, and signals. Okay? So it's almost like that in this love connection. Somebody hearing it, they feeling it that loud. It's that it's screeching, it's pulling at them. Somebody that you're at a distance from, or somebody that you don't even know. Your body is calling them. Okay? Your body is calling them. Like, for real. So the cat was outside making that noise. Like I said, I thought it was one of my neighbors with a loud baby, that maybe they were babysitting or something. It just came out of nowhere. And you know how babies can sometimes cry and holler like that. I've heard of it happening, although I never experienced it with my children. But you know, for about 10 to 15 minutes, me and my daughter, we like, what the heck? You know, trying to figure out. I look out of the window, out of the blinds downstairs, over on the side by some bushes, and by gosh, it looked like the same damn cat making that loud noise. The cat looked slightly more mature, but making that loud crying noise. And it was soon after I got in contact with my ex. So it's something about that is very significant for me to give my personal story, a personal attachment like that. We got the eagle spirit at the bottom of the deck. We got spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. Wow. And that sums it up. All that I was just saying, if you're that intertwined with nature, if you're that intertwined with animals and spirit, you're the bird now, confirming, you have a strong, profound connection to the angelic realm. Like I said, you have this eagle spirit. You have the eye of the tiger. Somebody's real strong. Somebody's real bold. Somebody's very courageous. Somebody has a lot of integrity. You could speak up for people who don't even speak up for themselves. You could speak up for large groups of people when you see things are unjust, when you see things are not righteous. You could speak up and you could just come in with those clarities and truths and those revelations. Sometimes it's things that people haven't thought. Other times it's things that people thought, but they were too scared to speak on. They were too scared to stand up on and to stand up for. So it's something about you being a certain type of lady. You hold a lot of power. You hold a lot of connection to the divine realm. Okay? And this message is partly spiritual, partly love message. Whoever you are, this is the person that you're coming in contact with, or this is you. And somebody knows this, somebody sees this, and somebody feels this. Somebody knows that you're like not of this realm. Somebody knows that you have like this strong, angelic presence as well as connection to the divine. So we just get a few messages from here, and we're going to go ahead and end this because this really took a turn. And look, we got telepathic messages. So somebody, like I said, they know that it's you. Somebody's getting your energy. You're feeling someone else's energy. There's a strong magnetic pull. There's a strong tie. There's a strong connection here. Somebody's sending you telepathic messages through songs, like I stated earlier on. You're hearing these messages. You're hearing these songs. This person is seeing your name, hearing your name. Vice versa. You could be doing the same. And it's, all paths are leading back to this person. But we got, when I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening. And we're going to leave it at that. I mean, this message is so profound, so strong. This love is so strong. It's so powerful. If you and this person come together, there will be a world of joy, a world of opportunity, lucrativeness, unconditional love, abundance, etc. There's nothing that you guys can't build or grow together, because there's going to be an outpouring of love, and it's going to be undenied, right? When I let myself go into deeper thoughts of you, this person has been thinking about you a lot. Like I said, they're sending you the messages. They're hoping that you hear it. They're hoping that you can. Baby, can you hear my call? Baby, can you hear my call? Can you hear these messages? Can you feel this love? I can feel my heart opening. This is somebody who, like I said, may be non-committal, not into love, etc. This person can feel their heart opening because of you, collective. Because of you. Only you could have done this for this person, because you are their divine counterpart is what it's given. So we'll just get one more. I said I would just go take that one because, I mean, this message is so, like, this is a real deep spiritual union. Somebody is really connected to the divine. We got growth. We got 6 out here. That's just more indication that somebody is really tapped in and really working with the divine closely, right? Divine is around you at all times. You can see a lot of different variations of insects, a lot of different variations of birds surrounding you all of the time, and things of that nature. Like, you could start to think something, you turn on the radio, boom. You could be thinking something, you could be watching a YouTube video, no matter what it is, boom. It's like you're very magnetic, but then you're also very majestic. It's like you're this magical, mystical being as well. But we'll close it out. We got 66, another angel divine number, just to show how tapped in somebody is, or the both of you are, and how much this is meant to be, how much this is a divine connection. But we got all about growth. I miss you. Let's both stop running away. Yeah, so this is somebody that you know. They feel like you guys are in separation, not talking, whatever, and they feel like you guys are pushing each other away. They feel like it's time now to close in on this distance, close in on this space, this gap. Somebody's ready to stop running. That's what it is. It's like runner chaser. I miss you. Let's both stop running away. Maybe you ran away because somebody wasn't showing up in the way that you needed them to. So you stopped doing something. Something stopped. Something came to a halt. And now this person is like, okay, I'm ready to open up. I'm ready to talk about it. Let's discuss this. Let's not be at odds anymore, right? So it's something about somebody missing you. And in this spirit, they're growing. They're ready to open up. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Be blessed, guys. Be blessed. And bottom of the deck, you are in your old patterns but can't see it. This person is having an awakening. You're making somebody having an awakening. You're making somebody start to see themselves, start to see you, and a whole plethora of things. So it's like they're ready to break the old patterns. They're ready to stop this. Like whatever negative, toxic, low vibrational energy they've operated in, rather it was due to past hurt, trauma, etc. They know it's not an excuse. And it's like they're ready to face that, right? You see the mirror depiction there. It's like somebody's looking in the mirror and they're facing themselves. You know what I'm talking about? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Your girl, Pisces Priestess. Be sure to like and share and subscribe.